Blessings and salutations, wonderful Geminis and the Crosswatchers who love you. I'm Sunny, the Urban Tarot. It's a general collective read, so it may not resonate to all of you, but how many of you? I truly appreciate every one of you for your view. I thank you for trusting me to see if this is a message for you, because it actually not only helped me to connect to you, also helped my channel grow. And either way, it's a win-win for me because, again, to connect to the most people that I could to help in any way I can, it is like humbling. Okay? So, what I'm going to tell you is the pre shuffle I was seeing for some of you Geminis in this collective is feeling like, oh my gosh, in your head a lot about this big step you was taking. And it came to this point to where you wasn't going to make a move until you really felt comfortable in your spirit to do so. And I think right now you come into this understanding of this healing and holding on to the things that make you who you are, you feeling that you're protected and sure enough to take the steps that you need to take. So what we're going to see for you, Geminis, is what comes out. But the other decks, at this time, okay, was for you. Definitely no. Let go was not. I might say you when it's them. I might say she when it's him. But either way, please, Geminis, know what's for you. You'll know it. It confirms that you already felt you're going through. And you see for yourself, or come back and check it out later on. Okay? Dear God, thank you for your mercy, blessings, protection, forgiveness, abundance, and direction. Through your grace, through our angel ancestors and spirit guides, please allow me to see with clarity for the highest good of our wonderful, beautiful Geminis. Amen. Amen, amen. Let's see what we have for you, Geminis. October 8th to October 14th, 2022, for the highest good of Geminis. Please. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Come on, deck. Show me what I need to see, please. For Gemini's highest good. October 8th to October 14th, 2022. For Geminis, please. October 8th. Look, it's few people in your business. There's a toxicity to twosome, threesome, bunch of people being too nosy and hands-on in your business. Okay, let's see what we have for Gemini, please. Oh, we have feisty and fun as your energy for this week. Hey, I think that's a good foot that you on, that you no longer stressed out about the possibilities. Ooh, and you having a little passion play I see coming in too. Somebody about to get some, or is getting some. That's why it's like, yeah, everything is not all work and no play is not happening for this week. Let's see for Geminis, please. Hold on. What's bent right here? I'm not taking a bent card. Little Mermaid, ready, excited, whole new world. Yeah, some of you are taking a big step. Distance, traveling, moving, probably somewhere completely different from where temperature-wise to where you, there's a whole different people that you're used to, different way of doing things. And I think that's what got you a little bent, a little folded. Okay? Let's see for Gemini, please. Gemini's October 8th to October 14th. Okay. Oh, sugar honey iced tea. Let me see this. I can't take all these cards, Gemini. Goodness gracious. I'll take the first few that has to do with the I'm going to stop at harvest. Okay, that's good enough? Yeah. I see harvest and reserve, so I'm seeing some really solidified coinage. That should be good enough to know. And I can stop there. So it's not whatever's going on this week is not affecting your coin. Some people may be want to comfort, but it's not affecting it. It didn't land. But it shows that even the tumultuous, like it's like that volcano, is to where something can, like, at any given time become very hot. But with the volcano too, it's some volcanoes that never erupt or haven't erupted in years. So for some of you, it may be a time where you have known to, like, hot lava erupt, but for some it's more or less you probably in your dormant season, because I'm seeing the justice here that you're putting your energy and organizing and strategizing because of some seeds that you planted, and it's more or less about you and not them. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's not about them. As bad as they want it to be, not currently. Okay, it shows Libra energy as well. Holy shenanigans! Then I tell you, your money is the bottom of this deck is this Ace of Pentacles here. Beautiful, beautiful. It's like you're sturdy, you're stable. And that's why you're over it, because you're like, I don't need this stress. The accountability, you know, is that they was coming up short. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, they was playing, somebody's playing a pretend victim damsel. And you put an end to that to cleanse and sage yourself. Alrighty, then. Let's get to this message that's sitting right here. Now, what I see in the past, the challenge had to do even with this volcano I seen, with this Comic-Con storm, is how you handle things when tower moments happen. And it shows that even currently with that submissive to your desires here, is showing that even currently that's not really more or less about the mundane of the responsibility. It's like you take care of your business, so you really want to take care of yourself. You want to basically get more grounded, more happy, because right now it seems it's super boring to be dealing with somebody that literally that Cinderella toxic twosome, threesome. I'm seeing a extremely negative feminine energy, and it doesn't mean a gender thing. It comes from a negative low place of it's similar in a masculine and feminine energy. It's just that with the feminine is more strategic in a way, and the masculine is more physical. Like if it was like passive aggressive, being a person is like the passive part, you know, and then it's the aggressive energy, the masculine. But either way, I don't want to get into the semantics of it, because I just want to give you the read. And I kid you not, what's shown as this Empress energy, the abundance of what you hold, the queen of all things energy that you possess, is just that the fact that you want to put your crown on the fact that make you happy. You know, you're aware of all the things you do, and even how secure you is in your abundance. You just don't, it's the choice that you want to make to where you put your roots down is where it's mattering to you right now. But I think for this week, you more or less trying to take a break from the stress of it all and do a woo-side before you get back at it again. You know? So we're going to see what other clarifying message we have. But we have Libra, Taurus, heavy. A lot of fire here, but we're just going to say everybody's here. Everybody's here. It's not. Let's get some clarifying message for Gemini, please. Yeah, some of you are feeling the burden of the fact that things that you needed to do for you wasn't feeling like a priority, to where you felt more stuck in the mundane to the work energy, and not enough about the fact that you wanted to have a truly decent time. Yeah, it's like, even with this Comic-Con storm, it's showing that this King of Cups is here not getting the tact and diplomacy that's deserved, because it's like it's sitting in this position. So I work with you very well. What's the point of being an a-hole here? It's not seeing why. It's like, even with the fact that you give into your desires, you still juggle with the fact that you still take care of business. You still have tact and diplomacy and get things, you know, get things in order. You still up in the morning, taking care of things and heading on a mission, even though you juggle the fact that you do. Is this the Empress in reverse right here? Yeah, it's the Empress in reverse. Yeah, okay, let me just say this. That's where you currently are. You're at the point of juggling to the point of having this good time as well. Because even with this Queen of Cups energy of where life is not just the day to day, it's showing that you is motivated by the fact that you are spreading yourself super thin. Even have to do with some things with the past, some family issues or things that you looking at things differently from either somebody who you seen did all these things and been treated as if they wasn't worth all that they brought to the table. And you like, no, not me. You letting it be known, no. That Seven of Swords is in reverse. Like nobody gonna be looking at you like food when you know. If you look at this Seven of Swords, look at this baboon eating, drinking out the water like all greedy, not even aware that this lion behind him is like, I could just literally hurt you, but something's telling me like let your ignorant behind think you drinking and eating just for the sake of this Ten of Cups. It's like, look what I just let slide on the strength of the fact, and it's like, it felt like it created a monster with the Cinderella stepsisters and stepmother. Yeah, Ten of Wands, burden. Yeah, it's burdening you. I don't even know if that's a baboon because this one looked like one here. I don't know what kind of... Okay, you know what? I just see that somebody was definitely burdening you with their ways of doing things. And you know good and well that that you hold the key here. Look at this King of Swords. You knew with the King of Swords is the king negotiated contract. The fantasies, illusions, you could sit there and save that. How is that possible? That's where the King of Swords. And I think a lot of times you're burdened by the fact of having to always bring facts to their shenanigans. Anytime they try to gaslight or blind with the BS, you would have to always be like, okay, no. And that's a burden because it's like, why are we keep doing this all the time? That was stagnating, and you looking at this place the way you just want to go, and you got things growing inside of you. Who is this right here that I see? Is this, who is this? Hold on. The Hangman in reverse. Yeah. You're no longer doing this. You're no longer playing like you tied to this shenanigans. You're like, no, I see, and I'm holding my stance on where I want to do things and no longer seeing how this is going to work when people choose to do things how they do it. It's like you see where that got you, and you no longer want to take a step in that direction. Yeah. The next one that came out, OMG, was the Fool in reverse. The Lovers. Is the Lovers Gemini energy? Yes, the Lovers. Right here with the sun shining all hard. And the Queen of Pentacles. Look how strong you stand on it. Bottom of the deck is you put all you can. Look at you carrying some dead weight. Like, no. No, not anymore. Not anymore. Let me make sure that I am telling you the right ones on these Roman numerals. Yeah, that's the Lovers, Gemini energy. Oh, that wasn't the Fool. This is Gemini too. That's the Magician. Yay. Oh, so it's in reverse. So that means like, yeah, disgrace. They like stressing you out. And it's really making you doubt your manifestations. Just like everything that you got going on, everything that you move. It's like, why is this stagnating? Why is this choice to be abundant so much of a hindrance to people around you? Why are they so bothered by it? Gemini. Let's get some more here. Let's get some more clarifying cards for Gemini before we get to the advice and outcome. But I do see a lot of Earth here. Libra, Taurus is heavy. Empress is here a lot. Hangman, Pisces energy. Then I see, like I said, the Magician, the Lovers. That's Gemini heavy. Virgo. Just a lot happening here. But let me say this over and over again, with all these pentacles in your read, if I didn't know why they had a problem, it looked like the abundance ain't helping the fact that you got a lot happening. And I know for some of you, it's like that's not, money's not everything, but it's okay for the day, because right now you have choices. You may be in your head about which direction you're going in, but the fact that you can pay for that is beautiful. Look at this. Temperance here. Okay, look, the Hierophant. Ten of Swords in reverse. Page of Wands in reverse. When I tell you, Gemini, what's this? Once again, Empress again. You so flourishing. And I think the fact that you do all this great stuff and then you so down to earth makes them feel that they on your level. Because even with the fact they didn't know was the things you did for them and coming through the way you did was the victory for you. Made you feel helpful and grounded and solving problems. But this wasn't reciprocated. It wasn't given back to you, even though you gave to the fact that, look, I just want to give to the desires and things that I feel. I do what I do because that's what I feel to do. That's what this is looking like. This is just your character. It's not to really, it's like this whole leaving somebody out in the cold or not being there for somebody when they feel like benefiting off of somebody. That's not what you do. You more or less want to let it be known that you're there when somebody needs you. And we're showing, like, again, with this balance, this was coming into the fact that you decided to take care of yourself because you seen how stagnating it was when they wasn't looking out for you the way you look out for them. It's not a tit for tat. It just took a lot of time to see that balance wasn't coming in. And it was really on you to give yourself the upliftment that you needed. And it's like more or less what you're seeing now is very boring to you, to feel like all this deception and entitlement just to keep them happy, and you was committed to that. And now it's like it's just the toxicity of it escalating to the point to where it's a burden you just to keep reminding them, like, listen, if we don't have to deal with each other, this don't have to be, but we can't keep going on thinking these wild fantasies of what people think they do or what people think they need them for. It's like, hello, do you see the abundance of all the things that I do with no help from you? It's showing like where you choose to be, still working with people, even though they don't work with you, has literally let you see that you can no longer do this anymore because it's not even the fact of acknowledging or helping when you need it. It's like the fact they won't even recognize the thing you do. Like that's something you're supposed to do. And it's like, so exactly what is it they're supposed to do? I'm not sure here, but we're going to get the advice and outcome. We're going to get the advice and outcome for Gemini. For Gemini, please. Advice and outcome for Gemini. Please show me what I need to see. The highest good of Gemini, please. Whew. October 8th to October 14th, please. October 8th to October 14th is Gemini. Oh, I told you Gemini, you're here. Taurus and Sagittarius. Libra. Listen, for Gemini, please show me advice and outcome. Yeah, some of y'all in your head about the fact that this family dynamic is not happy. You don't feel content in your Ten of Cups. But it's like, you realize, even with you being in your head, that this really not on you. Hermit here. Yeah, you're going to introspect and rest and to head to your wish fulfillment. It's taking you a while. It's slower than you want it to be. Ooh, we got major arcanas coming out heavy. The star came out right after Aquarius energies. You're taking the time to be nice to yourself. Be kind to yourself because it's helping you along your way to your wish fulfillment. It's shedding them layers of stress off your back. Yeah, because you were burdened. You were burdened. It was so much discontent and unhappiness. Yeah, it was, no matter what happened, they just was not going to have a good time for a long time. They was going to definitely start frowning eventually because for some reason, this Cinderella stepsister energy is full with so much content. And you see, you no longer building that. Fool in reverse again. Like, nope, nobody's taking a leap with their heart just because they love you so much. It's more or less, no, this is about what's best. Strategically, I'm seeing all these bottom of the deck energies coming strong, coming correct. Let me just say that. Pardon the sirens in the background, that's Hood NYC. It's always something like that happening. But this Zen right here, because even with the message being, I take the sirens as being a very important message. Emergency, emergency, this is very necessary. But you're coming powerful, you're coming strong. The realization is here for you that somebody is like, it's like not you created a monster, but somebody really has some strong issues that is for professionals, not you, and nothing that you buy them or tend to give them is going to help them. As you can see, it kind of made it worse for you. Let's see for Gemini, please. Nice and outcome, October 8th to October 14th. October 8th to October 14th. October 8th, October 14th. Gemini, please. October 8th. I don't even know what came what and where and what order, but I'm going to tell you this Ace of Wands with this Page of Pentacles in reverse. Also with this Five of Wands in reverse. It's just showing like, yeah, all this arguing and fighting and taking this. It's like no longer feeling this impending need to rush into things with a worry. It's like, no, that comes to a pause. It's more or less of a free spirit and wanting to do things with a chill. Like, I'm chilling. I'm not rushing to do and feeling like I got to appease certain people. It's like, what are we doing here? Especially when they don't even think to do that for you. It's like, Let's see. For Gemini, please. Ooh, you got a lot of major arcanas here. Ooh, sugar, honey, iced tea. Let me tell you this. Out of the 6 cards that came out, 4 were major arcanas. Now, when you're taking the time for you to get your introspect, to get your enlightenment, to your wish fulfillment, it shows like currently, there's, like I said, I kept seeing that in the pre-shuffle. Currently, things is not moving. Not because you can't move them. It's the fact that you need to feel sure in your spirit that that's what you need to do. It have to be, everything have to be T's crossed, I's dotted, to the fact that you feel hit your checklist in every way, to the fact that you could trust to take that journey. Whether or not things might need to change along the way, the major parts is in play. Okay? And I see that because even when it looks at where you feel burdened is over the fact that it's more or less how this is fated to go in your travel. You know, it's like because everything else you let go. You know, you realize you're in the flow of just getting care of you, but in the process, you're still worrying about some things. How is this going to go? Where I'm going to land? How things going to go when I land? You know, because knowing things ain't right, but your people or where you used to be connected to, and you're no longer connected to this, and you're trying to find your new way, and it's kind of not feeling so good, but it feels not as toxic. You know, it kind of feels like, you know, with a place where, oh, you know, I thought this was a good friend or a good family member or a good relationship, But then when you realize the stress you're not going through being around them, it feels relieving. So where it shows that even with this Five of Swords entitled energy, there's the end coming in, the new dawn, the new beginning. And even where it shows that right now, currently, things ain't all stable, able the way you want it to be with this foundation, with people that you truly want to put together and grow with, you feel different now about the time it's taking. Now you're willing to put in the time and have a little fun in the meantime, in between time, because now you're taking a step unapologetically in a place to where you know there's no lies involved. People are truthfully telling how they feel because you actually know when you check. If it ain't what it looked like for you, you are cutting it off. This lovers is here again in reverse to where it's like before where there's a choice. Right now, it feel like no, they left you no choice, but to focus on you and all your options that you have going on. Mm-hmm. Yep. Because you see what it is for the past, and you also see from the past they're not capable of putting that work in the way they need to, unfortunately. It's just the fact the way they deflect it all over you is a mess. Either way, what I see there, just to be clear, Scorpio, Capricorn, Sagittarius, Aquarius, um, Taurus, and Leo. Okay? Of course, I seen you here. This is your read, Gemini. Let me know in the comment below if you choose to be either with a like, a share, a subscription, or whatever it is, maybe, to help me know that you're here with me. It's totally appreciated. Come back now, you're here.